What is going on, everybody? My name is Travis, and welcome to SF Bay Area Sports Talk, and welcome to 49ers Postgame Live. We are here, and we got the win tonight. What a win this was in a must-win game. We came out there and delivered. Offensive line did a tremendous job protecting the quarterback. That's what they needed to do. We know the struggles, and they gave Jimmy G some big-time protection, and we got it going early. You know, Kyle Shanahan doing that playbook early in the game, getting the offense going, and it was tremendous to see out there. The secondary, what a tremendous job. Emmanuel Mosley coming back, and we needed him. You know, when Mosley was out a couple games due to concussion, you know, you saw how much his presence on the field was needed. He is a leader, and he steps out there on the field tonight, and he brought the energy. 49ers brought the energy tonight. Jason Verrett, he does spectacular, gets the big interception in this one. What a game it was, and welcome everyone to the show. So glad to have you all here and super pumped. What a win. Jimmy G throws for 268 yards and 3 touchdowns. We got Tyler Burbeck in the house. What a performance for Jimmy G, and we absolutely needed this. We needed this performance from Jimmy G, and what a way to step in and lead us to victory and to get this win against the Rams. It was tremendous. We got Niner Fan 97 in the house. Woohoo! Yep, we got that win. We needed it. It was spectacular. Jimmy G, that is my quarterback, and he was spectacular. Quarterback rating of 124.3 tonight. He has 69% completion percentage, 268 yards, 3 touchdowns. It was spectacular. And yep, shortly in the stream, we are going to be bringing on my good friend, incredible Niners fan, huge supporter, Rally Time Sports. We're going to be bringing him on to get his thoughts on this incredible game. We got Cooked Highlights in the house. We will see you, Cooked Highlights. Thank you for checking in on the baseball stream as well. What a game for the Niners tonight. It was so incredible. You know, everyone stepped up, and we needed this. Offensive line, the secondary, and, you know, now that, you know, when you play a game like this, 49ers, complete game all around, you know, the pass rush, they could have improved in this game, but, you know, we're going to get better. And as we start getting our guys healthy, this is how you play. And, you know, now we're going to get going. So, yep, it was incredible. And what a game tonight. And we got people say trade Jimmy G. Man, yep, they are haters. You know, I do not understand all of the negativity that is thrown at Jimmy G, you know, and especially the game last week was not his fault. You know, he was not healthy. So I think you throw out that game completely with the Dolphins. And, you know, this is the Jimmy G that we know and has come in big-time games and delivered. So he is our quarterback, and he has a tremendous record as a starter. I just realized that I have that same beanie, but it has got a hole on the inside. Yep, our merchandise, it goes through it, you know, over the years. Had it since 2017. That is awesome. Cooked Highlights, keep it up, man. Hitting 100 subscribers. Yep, got Evan L. in the house. Jimmy G 2020. That is right. Garoppolo, what a year last year, delivering us to the Super Bowl. And, you know, this year I am predicting he's going to continue to pick up where he left off. And, yeah, you know, obviously he hasn't been given a chance to, you know, get into rhythm this year. Started the first games, and then we know he had to miss a couple games. So now, hopefully right now, you know, we're just getting going here. And this is what we needed. You know, Niners right now, we're entering our toughest stretch of the season. You know, including tonight's game, the next 7 games are against tough opponents. So, you know, our backs are against the wall. and this is what we had to do. Actually didn't wear any gear today. Yeah, I saw that even on 49ers Twitter, a lot of people getting superstitious about what we can do to, bring some good luck tonight. And so, yeah, it was so spectacular to see and to do it on prime time. It was so incredible. And let's see, bought a Jimmy G jersey in August. I do not regret it tonight. Spectacular decision. And yeah, Jimmy G, he is the man. And I am so impressed with the performance tonight. And, the offensive line, give them some credit. Brunskill and the guys tonight protecting Jimmy G. That was the problem that we've had this year. The offensive line has been inconsistent. So hopefully this game gets us going into this tough stretch of games that we have. Let's see. Please tell me Rams are still the team to beat in the NFC. I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree, Charles. Rams fan here. You guys are great football team and great way this year bouncing back off of the tough year you guys had last year. So yeah, in my opinion, we are the kings still in the NFC. We went to the Super Bowl. So until someone can take that NFC championship from us, it is still ours to defend. And I think right now we're getting ready to go on a big winning streak here. So yeah, the NFC, as tough as it is in our division, again, you guys are incredible. The Rams, really great football team. And yeah, this game was a tight contest tonight. So yeah, it was a battle, and I expect going into the rest of the year, it is going to be a grind. So yeah, 49ers did get away with one call, 12 men on the field. Flag went against the Rams for false start. That definitely worked out in our favor. And Fred Warner, most consistent player on this team, the linebacker. He is tremendous out there. Love Fred Warner. He does such a great job. And yeah, young player, continuing to get better. And yeah, this was incredible. Got Johnny Cage in the house. What a game tonight, getting the win. And now we're 3-3. So we're back to 500. And yeah, the first game of what is 7 very tough games ahead of us. We are ready for the challenge. We are getting healthy at the right time. Rams didn't play that good. That's weird, isn't it, Travis? Yeah, definitely going into this game, again, everyone I think had the Rams winning this one. And, so I really commend us right now because the 49ers, we came out with the energy. That's what I love tonight on offense and defense. And everyone stepped it up, not just the big guys like Kittle, Deebo Samuel, and Kendrick Bourne stepped it up too. But you had a lot of the lesser known guys really come to play today. So we needed every performance we could get. And I'm really happy with the improved offensive line play and improved secondary. I think Mosley's presence out there really helped us out. Mosley had 3 pass breakups in the game. And the biggest one perhaps was when, the Rams were going on an incredible drive in the third quarter and getting to the red zone almost. And yeah, Mosley gets the pass breakup and it's 4th down. And then up comes Jason Verrett with the interception, gets the interception in that biggest play of the game. Because, if the Rams get a touchdown there at that point, momentum is kind of on their side in the game. But our defense, they stepped it up tonight, and it was incredible. Got Thomas Granelli, now on to the Patriots. So we are rolling right now. Starts with one game at a time. Jason Verrett, clutch interception in the end zone. It was spectacular. And yes, so right now I'm going to be bringing on my friend to the show. Really excited to bring him on here. And he is Rally Time Sports. So give him an introduction here, you guys. Huge Niners fan. And he is now doing post games on his channel. So definitely check out his channel. And without further ado, we are going to be bringing him on here. Rally Time Sports. Welcome to Dream. How are you doing, my friend?
Bang, Nina game. W. We took this win from the Rams. Now, I'm from LA, and, I hate the Rams. And it's really great to be a division rival, and it's really great to beat the Rams. Like I love beating the Rams. I love defeating them. It's just this win, and I will 100% admit I did not expect this win. I expected us to get torched, to get blown out. And if you saw my streams, if anyone watched my stream from last week, I said that we should not be focusing on playing well in the playoffs. We should be focusing on tanking and trying to rebuild what we are going to lose and what we will lose, specifically the D-line and the O-line. This game really surprised me. O-line stepped it up, as you said. Trent Williams did amazing. That this was the first time since 2016 that Aaron Donald was held to 0 sacks by the Niners. Aaron Donald has been on a tear this season, and he got shut down by this O-line. This defense was amazing. The secondary was on lock. I'm honestly so happy. Jason Verrett, a signing that some Niner fans thought was a horrible signing. Some of us thought oh, he's not going to do much. He's trash. He showed himself these past few weeks. Jason, these past few these weeks, he's been showing up. And this game, he showed up hardcore. That clutch interception was just one of the many things he did within the past few weeks. And I'm honestly so happy that he's doing so well with us. I love to see comeback stories. Jason Verrett is talented, and it's great to see him come back with that talent. I'm really excited for him to get paired with Richard Sherman, because you don't know how amazing that would be, Verrett and Sherman on the same team. Whew, man, that's a deadly secondary. I mean, Emmanuel Mosley, for a dude that was undrafted and basically, a hidden gem, very much stepping it up. So, I mean, overall, just great game by the offense. Great game by the offense, great game by the defense. And I would really like to talk about my boy Jimmy G, silencing the haters as normal, shutting them up. Now, if you watched my last stream, actually, I said that I'm not too worried about Jimmy G. And this is a criticism that I personally have for the fan base a lot. I have, one of the things I dislike about the Niners fan base is that after a game or two, Niner fans want to do, discard of a thing. We saw this in 2017 and 18 with Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch. They were all the time, just every single time a missed opportunity happened. Every time, get him out of here. Jimmy G, multiple times last season, get him out of here. So many players that are on the rise, we want to cut them before giving them a chance or if they have a bad time. And like I said, that's one of the few faults of this fan base is that we do that a lot. And like I said, Jimmy G just does better. He takes time to develop. He takes time to get better as a player. And, he doesn't always pop off in his first game back from an injury or first game back after a break. And we see that all the time. That's why I wasn't surprised by his performance against the Dolphins. Sure, it was the Dolphins, but, Jimmy G still needed time to develop. He still needed time to, get his things together. And that when he got his things together, you see what happens, man. He took down one of the hottest teams in the NFC right now.
Yeah, man, it was so spectacular. I'm right there with you in a lot of those points. And, to talk about a little bit about, I think all fan bases in the NFL, we have those fans that, they jump to conclusions. They want guys out of there. I mean, there's fans that with Ken Law, before the man even suited up for a game, they thought he was a draft bust. Just ridiculous takes from some fans out there. But I think we do a really great job. 49ers, we are faithful, and we know our 49ers football. And so, of course, every fan base is going to have some of those fans. And, even now, obviously, with social media, I can only imagine 20, 30 years ago how things would have been with the criticism on Twitter. I mean, because, back then there was no Twitter. So, we just got to deal with that with some of the fans. But, it is just amazing to see this game. And you're right, Jason Verrett, he has just been so tremendous. What a pickup. And a lot of people thought he wouldn't be able to do much, or what are we doing? And so, I've just been so happy with how he's played and what a performance to get that interception there. And, Mosley, his presence on the field, he was on point tonight. Verrett was on lockdown. It was so awesome. And we got Matthew Navarro. Great win for the Niners. Hasty, he has got some potential. He got a couple carries tonight, 9 carries for 37 yards, averaging 4.1 yards to carry. So Hasty, what a performance tonight. And we had Raheem Mostert with 17 carries, and he had 65 yards. So Mostert getting it going, and what a win tonight. We got Big E in the house, Seahawks fan. Thank you guys for the 2-game spread. Really appreciate it. Yep, Seahawks fans were going for us. So I know how strange that must have been for you guys tonight. Yep, right now we're focused on getting wins. So our win does help you. And I'm really excited for when we face you. It's going to be such a fight. And yeah, this division, best division in the football. Let's see, Seahawks. Yeah, not so fast. You guys haven't played us. Yeah, so we're
honestly,
there, and continuing to put up big games. Got to give credit where credit is due. But yeah, we saw last year in that last game of the year, Niners and Seahawks came down all the way to the wire. Dre Greenlaw gets the tackle at the 1-yard line. And yeah, this year, who knows?
One of the best football games I ever watched in my life.
Oh, yeah.
I like that one comment right there by Matthew Navarro. All these fake fans want to replace Jimmy. Thank you. Thank you so much. I am sick and tired. You just saw me a few weeks ago. I said that I'm honestly giving up on Jimmy now. And I honestly regret saying that because time and time again, we need to realize that Jimmy G, no one understands Jimmy G. My friend is a huge Dallas Cowboys fan, all right? From LA. He's a huge Dallas Cowboys fan. But he sees something in Jimmy that 90% of NFL fans don't see. Everyone says that Jimmy G is trash because that's the media narrative. That's the narrative that all the major outlets, all the big names, that's all what they put out. Jimmy G is trash. No one knows getting rid of Jimmy G is going to be a loss for us. John Lynch said himself, Jimmy G is our guy, and I trust John Lynch because Jimmy G, in his first full season as a Niner, credit the defense all you want, he took us to the Super Bowl, and he was about to win that. We were this close to winning a Super Bowl, one overthrown toss? And you're going to automatically say that this is the worst quarterback to ever grace a football field? I'm sick and tired of that narrative. I'm not going to replace Jimmy G because like I said, you just look at the way how he plays. Jimmy G is a quarterback. The way how he throws, I can't get into the strong football word, like the big football words. But the way how he throws and the way how he plays, the system is designed around him. Kyle Shanahan liked him for that exact reason because the way how he throws. Jimmy G is a yards after catch quarterback, and guess who our receivers are? Best receivers are Ayuk, Debo, Kittle. Yards after catch receivers. This system is designed around Jimmy G. And to go and say that we need to get rid of him, it's not smart. Jimmy G obviously will have a bad game. Like I said, that one preseason game last year where he went 1 for 6, 1 interception, and only had one. I think he had 0 yards. It was a preseason game against the Broncos, but everyone was losing their minds. Everyone was freaking out. Jimmy G's trash. Jimmy G's this. Jimmy G's that. He came off an ACL injury, and people freaked out so much. People just need to get down to earth and realize that Jimmy G is not a bad quarterback. When Niner fans say that Jimmy G is not a bad quarterback, we are not saying that he's better than Mullins and he's not better than Mullins, not better than Mahomes, or better than Lamar Jackson, or better than Russell Wilson. We're not saying that. We are saying that Jimmy G is a good quarterback, system or not, and he is with the way how this system is run. He is perfect for it. Game manager, not game manager. The way how he throws is perfect for the system, and I cannot emphasize this enough that Jimmy G is for this team. And so getting rid of Jimmy G is not a smart idea. I'm honestly sick and tired of people hating on him. Now, I know against the Cardinals, I overreacted a bit on social media, and I think I overreacted on my stream a bit with Jimmy G. I understand I did that, but I also failed to realize that was, again, a game where Jimmy G took a huge break. He had no he had no preseason. He had no nothing. He was just put in the game, and he had to play. And obviously, he wasn't going to do that well. And even like that, we barely lost. We only lost by 4 points, by 1 score. So I'm sick and tired of the narrative that Jimmy G is a bad quarterback. Is he the best quarterback in the NFC West? No. Is he the best quarterback in the NFC? No. Is he in the NFL? No. But that doesn't mean he's a bad quarterback. The system is for him. It's designed around him, and we have to accommodate. The system is accommodating him. We have to trust him. We have to let him do his thing. All right. He's still relatively inexperienced as a quarterback, but he is a good quarterback. He has talent, and Niner fans, you guys have to realize it.
Yeah, man, such a great take right there. Really, I'm right there with you. And yeah, I just can't stand, all. And yeah, I'm going to get to a lot of your guys' comments here. So thank you for checking in. I really appreciate it. And yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, that people wanted, Nick Mullins. Yeah, let's see. I said give up on Mullins. And I said to all the haters, Jimmy G is our quarterback. We need him. And yeah, I'm right there with you. And I just can't get how, teams, people say that Jimmy G can't lead you to, I mean, look, he led us to the Super Bowl. And I know that, he's not the best quarterback in the NFC, like you said, and not the best in our division. But look, he is a great quarterback. He is getting better. And you're right. He fits perfect in this system. Jimmy G is a great game manager out there, and he can read defense as well. Whether it's looking at his first or second target, he can adjust very well and keep calm. And he is getting better. And, people, they say, he's not a mobile quarterback. So, he's not going to get out of the pocket and, go crazy like that. But this offense and how it's designed, it is designed for Jimmy to be able to stay in the pocket, move if he has to, and, be able to get to his receivers. And, yards after the catch is huge. We are the best in the NFL with the guys we have, with Kittle, with Deebo Samuel, and Brandon Ayuk. We got the yak machines going out there. So it is tremendous. And we're going to get to some more comments. Got Christopher Walker, Kyle Shanahan, and the offensive line stepped up today, period. Yep. What a performance. 180-degree spin from last week, with how we played. The energy, offensive line stepping up, secondary with Jason Verrett and Mosley. It was so incredible to see. And Jimmy G is going to continue to prove the naysayers. And with people I just can't they make too many quick assumptions. And, you got to be realistic when you're looking at evaluating talent. And I see it in Jimmy G, and I've got faith. And what a performance! Yeah, I love it right there. We are the faithful. We are riding with Jimmy G, and give me an idea of how the national media, when Jimmy G gets taken out of last week's game, literally on NFL.com, the headline, they say Jimmy G gets benched in favor of Mullins. Like, are you kidding me? That's the headline the NFL puts for all the other fans around the world. They go on to NFL.com. They don't know anything. They don't know that Jimmy he wasn't healthy in that game. And so they make assumptions. They think, oh, he must have did so terrible. And they don't know. So, it's crazy what kind of things we see around. And fake fans saying we should be starting Nick Mullins over Jimmy G pissed me off. I know how you feel, and I'm with you, Tyler. Going on Twitter, seeing all the craziness, and they got a thing now called Bad 49er Takes. So don't ever want to. I know that. It is just crazy the things that some people have tweeted, and mind-boggling. And so we are the faithful, and Jimmy G, what a performance tonight. And also George Kittle comes up big again, 7 catches. 109 yards tonight. Deebo Samuel, 6 catches, 66 yards. Kendrick Bourne, love to see it from him. He had 2 catches for 44 yards. So, and Brandon Ayuk, he had a couple catches. So it was awesome to see.
I like that
and what a game. Let's see. Which one was it?
Impassable. People were calling for Jimmy to be fired and Kyle to be fired and Jimmy to be traded crazy. That one by Impassable.
Oh, I see. Yeah, going through these comments here. Yeah, just insane how what people, oh, here I got it right there. People were actually Yeah, calling for Kyle. Yeah, I did see that. That was just ridiculous. What
It's
people don't
ridiculous.
realize, you fire
I
Shanahan, you're in a worse place than where we were a week ago. Shanahan is the coach that kept this group together. We came out with such fire energy today. Shanahan, give credit to him keeping these guys ready. And, I know they were embarrassed to look at the film from last week, especially the secondary. I mean, we gave up 344 passing yards in the secondary. So night and day difference. And if the Niners can keep playing the way we play tonight with improved offensive line play, and like we said, we're getting big contributions from Jason Verrett, Mosley. We've seen him continue becoming an emerging star, the undrafted free agent. And like you said, Rally Time Sports, getting Sherman back now and to have Verrett play alongside him, it's going to be a lot of fun. And so really excited as we are going into the toughest stretch of games coming up. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just say that I 100% agree with you right there, and I am honestly so annoyed by the national. Like you said, I remember seeing one article where they were saying that they wanted that the Niners bench Jimmy G to protect him, and they put air quotes around protect. And I don't know why they put the quotes, because that's exactly what they were doing. This dude has a bad ankle. His ankle is injured, and you can see it in the film by the way how he's throwing. It's not fully healed. He's not feeling well. He needs to rest, and it's best for him to sit down. And you saw it how he was throwing, those interceptions, those things. I didn't watch that game. I was actually streaming for my podcast at the time, but I did watch the highlights. And, it's disappointing to see us lose to the Dolphins and all, but that's exactly why. Jimmy G wasn't healthy. He wasn't ready. He comes back this game, gets his mojo back in, and look what he does. He torches the Rams defense. He embarrasses Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey and the Rams defense, man. He does it. And I don't know why we ask so much from Kyle Shanahan and Jimmy G. Aaron Rodgers had a bad game today, but I don't see Packer fans saying we should trade Aaron Rodgers. We should, cut Aaron Rodgers. They don't do that. All right. And sure, there is a point. Aaron Rodgers has done a lot more for Green Bay than Jimmy G has done for San Francisco. Yeah, I agree. Whatever, sure, why not? But the point is that he took us to the Super Bowl in his first full season as a quarterback. Kyle Shanahan, in his third year as a head coach, first year, he trades for Jimmy G. He turns a 1-for-9 team, finishes with a 6-10 season. Or no, it was 1-for-10 actually, 1-for-10 to 6-10. All right. Next season, we were gonna do well. Jimmy G's got injured, unfortunately, but that was for the better as we got Nick Bosa. Next year, we have one of the best seasons. Such an amazing season. We have one of the best, if not the best, defenses in the league. We embarrassed the NFC West. We torched the Packers twice. We make it to the Super Bowl. And we barely lose. We intercepted Patrick Mahomes twice in the Super Bowl. I don't see anyone talking about that. Intercepted probably going to be one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history. Intercepted him twice in the Super Bowl. And you're going to go and tell me, oh, we got to fire that dude. We got to cut that guy. We got to trade him. I don't understand what more can you ask for him. All right? People forget that this is a Super Bowl team, and they're trying to point at all these fingers. Jimmy G, Kyle Shanahan, he's not as good as people say, Super Bowl hangover, this, that. It's injuries. And I'll say this again. Injuries are the thing that's holding this team down. I don't know why people aren't realizing that. People are trying to pinpoint different excuses, even in the Niners fan base. Injuries, in my opinion, is the biggest thing that's causing this Niners team to fail. I mean, look at it. This offense got back in its thing this season, all right? This offensive line improves, all right? Offensive line is good. We have Jimmy G. We have 3 great receivers that are going to support him, all right? And then with the defense, Jason Verrett stepping it up. Richard Sherman comes back if he was healthy. And if the D-line was healthy, as in Nick Bosa, Solomon Thomas, and Dee Ford, if you look at last year, the biggest core of our defense that got us to the Super Bowl was that D-line. We had DeForest Buckner, Nick Bosa, etc. We lost DeForest Buckner, in free, through trading, but we got Javon Kinlaw out of it, who, isn't as good as DeForest Buckner, but still a rookie. But guess what? We still lost Nick Bosa. We still lost D Ford. Our starting edge rushers, the edge rushers that got us to the Super Bowl, we lost them. We also lost one of our defensive linemen in Solomon Thomas. This is the reason why this Niner team has been not doing well. And people still want to blame Kyle Shanahan, Robert Saleh, Jimmy G. They want to blame all these things when the clear-cut answer is right there. It's injuries. This is a talented team just being held down by injuries. Had there not be any injuries this season, I guarantee you this is a Super Bowl favorite team without the least. They had the energy, they had the mentality going in the season. It was clear-cut that they were going to go back to the playoffs, as well as the fact that the fan base that helped push the team through is gone because of the pandemic. But that point aside, but my main point is that it's so annoying when people like to blame Jimmy G, when people like to go, oh, Kyle Shanahan's fault, this guy's John Lynch's fault, Jimmy G's fault. It's injuries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm totally agree with a lot of everything you're saying right there with you. And yeah, it's injuries. That's what's been holding this team. And, you're right. This team can go to the Super Bowl and still win it this year. I still got the faith. And that's why we have struggled so much into this year. And yeah, going to get to some comments here. Thank you, everyone, again, checking in to the stream. Really appreciate it. So you have great win, Niners. Jimmy played better, but not having a deep ball right now concerns me. Pray Mostert stays healthy. Had me concerned when he, prayers to Mostert, and I believe he was able to return. So that is great news in this game. Mostert, we're going to need him down the stretch. And yeah, that is, Jimmy G is getting better with the deep ball. So, he's getting better the more he's going to get. And so, yeah, it's only going to be getting better as we continue to get more reps out there. And yeah, Jimmy G is 24-7 as a starter. He in everything you said right there with you, Rally Time Sports. This man led us to the Super Bowl and played so well for us. So it's just, it's just so sad when you're seeing people coming after him the way that they have. NBC even said our Twitter was brutal. Yeah, it was tough to see some of the things out there. And, it said I give up on Mullins. And I said to all, yep, Jimmy G is our QB. Absolutely. And, so happy for him coming out there tonight, showing what he can do out there. And, going to get to some more. And Mostert back. Yeah, Hasty. I definitely want to see more of Hasty. He was incredible tonight, averaging 4.1 yards carry. 9 carries for 37 yards. And, this is great. When we're looking at our running backs, the thing with McKinnon is sometimes he's kind of a bit more patient. He kind of waits to get those running lanes open. But Mostert, you see him really jump those lanes quickly. He sees an opening, he takes it right away and, gets going really fast. And so, to have Hasty now coming in the backfield, that's going to be huge. And, McKinnon, we can use him in the receiving game. So many things to do with this offense. And now that, Ayuk is here and Samuel, those guys, of course, we missed them early in the season. And let's see, Christopher Walker here. If Jimmy was more accurate like Rodgers or Wilson, we would have won that Super Bowl. Yeah, I think when you're looking at Jimmy G, again, he was still learning as a starter. And I think had he had, a couple more years in the league, I think Jimmy gets us that win there. But he's still so tremendous, everything he did, leading us there and playing well, in that game. The fourth quarter of the Super Bowl, obviously he did not play well. But the first 3 quarters, we were looking really good out there. Our defense, like you said, they were locking it down there, and we intercepted Mahomes a couple times. And, we had that game. And, now we're coming back for it this year. And, this win tonight got us back on track. We got Rob Iman in the house. Welcome to the show, longtime supporter. Great to see you as always. Don't count on Ford coming back. Oh man, that is a bummer. Ford unfortunately has not been able to stay healthy. Yeah. And that we traded for him from the Chiefs, and tremendous edge rusher. and put in pressure. But yeah, he has not unfortunately been able to stay healthy, and
Really
so hopefully he
talented,
can get back out there
really badly
as soon as possible. And yeah, guys, please keep everything respectful in the chat, please. And
I like
yeah,
this.
Oh, was it?
We mentioned one thing. One person said about how if we had Rogers or Brady or something like that, uh, we'd win the Super Bowl. And I partially agree and disagree with that take. Yeah, sure. If we had a more experienced veteran quarterback, we would probably have won that Super Bowl. But at the same time, and I don't want to sound like a delusional 49ers fan, like, a crazy conspiracy. But if you look at a lot of the pictures that they showed, there was a lot of bad calls in the Super Bowl. Like, it seemed like the refs had against us. And I'm not even sounding delusional. There's clear evidence in so many plays in which the Niners were robbed, from holding calls, helmet to helmet calls, all sorts of stuff like that, missed out completely in the Super Bowl. So like I said, I just think that the NFL didn't do a good job officiating that game. So, but I'm not gonna say that was probably one of the biggest reasons why we lost the Super Bowl. But then again, the Chiefs were just a better team. I'll admit that Chiefs were the better team than us. But we played, considering how other teams played against the Chiefs, I think we did pretty damn well against the Chiefs in that Super Bowl as well. I know I don't like talking about it, and I probably will never watch that Super Bowl ever again. But like I said, I think that just people went too hard on Jimmy G. I'm not calling out anyone in the comments in particular when I'm saying that. I'm just saying that people went too hard on Jimmy G. It was one bad throw, and he's in his first full season as a starter. I just say go a little easier on him. There's this one comment I like, though. Well, two of them, they're in a sense, I guess they're the same comment, but it was they're a little up by Tyler and Matthew about how the Patriots wanted to keep Jimmy G. And that shows exactly. Bill Belichick, one of the smartest coaches in the game, 6 rings. He said that he said that he wanted to keep Jimmy G, but it was either Tom or Jimmy, and Jimmy came to us, and I guess that just shows what Jimmy G is and what how smart he is. And how good he is. How good he is of a quarterback, that we have Jimmy G. The Patriots helped develop him in a way, but the Niners have him now, and with the skills and talents that he has now, the only worry I have about Jimmy G is age. But yeah, like I said, Jimmy G's a good quarterback, and we should be happy that we have him, instead of thinking, okay, fine, we could have drafted Mahomes. Okay, we could have gone this. No, we have Jimmy G. Flat out, we have Jimmy G. We must make with what we have, and he is a good quarterback. I am willing to die on that hill until I get proven wrong fully by him. But for now on, I am still on Jimmy G's train.
Yep, absolutely. And Jimmy G just, tremendous and taking us to where he has gone through, and, totally agree. And yeah, the calls, unfortunately in that Super Bowl, and, I remember even one of the 3rd and 15 plays, that Kansas City, it should have been play clock expired and there were no flags, just one. But yeah, you're right. Chiefs, they, in that game, of course, they, not to say that game was obviously rigged, of course, but yeah, when we're looking at Jimmy G, it's almost like that when you're going back, we're thinking of, when we had Alex Smith all those years, and Alex Smith, every year we had new offensive coordinators, new coaches, and, we could never get into rhythm. And then, Jim Harbaugh comes in, and Alex Smith, what an incredible year he has. And, you're seeing Smith, and what a story. I'm so happy he was able to come back healthy and play a game again in the NFL. And yeah, Jimmy G, I just see him getting better and continuing to prove everyone wrong out there that has doubted him. And, you're going to keep it going. So, yeah, we just got to keep it going here. So let's get to some more comments. And yeah, please, everyone, keep it.
Before we get to the comments, I just want to call out this Sir Cardinal TV dude that's been rating the comments. I don't know what the hell you're saying, We should not. First of all, you're again listening to what the major media has to say. Kyle Shanahan was an offensive coordinator when the Falcons blew the Super Bowl. Yes, I know he lost the Super Bowl against against the Chiefs. Yes, we know. They said the same thing about Andy Reid, how he can't win a Super Bowl. Guess what he did with the Chiefs? That's not my point. My point is that you are asking too much from a coach who's still young. His third year in head coaching, he got to the Super Bowl. That is very good. That's immensely well. I don't know what more you want from a coach. I don't know what more you can ask for from a coach to get us there. Kyle Shanahan's an offensive mastermind, and I don't understand why fans want him to go. And about Brady, I don't know why you want to have Brady. How old is he? Is he 43 years old? You want a 43-year-old quarterback who's about to retire? Are you seeing him with the Buccaneers? Brady's best years came with Belichick because Belichick knew how to deal with him. You're seeing him in Tampa Bay now. Well, aside from today's game, he was throwing pick sixes left and right. Your points are invalid, dude. So what if Tom Brady wanted to come here? That doesn't matter at all. What matters is the fact that we have Jimmy G right now, and Jimmy G is a damn good quarterback. I'm going to die on that hill. He's a good quarterback. And like I said, you're only looking at what the media says. That is the biggest problem with the sports community nowadays. All they do is listen to the media. They don't ever want to do the research for themselves. All right? You just listen to everyone say Jimmy G is trash, Kyle Shanahan's a choker, John Lynch doesn't know what he's doing. You listen to everyone say that, it gets to your head, and all of a sudden, that's what you think. That's not how sports run. Jimmy G is what this system is designed for. We are keeping him, whether you like it or not, because he is the best. He is literally the way how Kyle Shanahan runs the scheme, perfect with Jimmy G. The receivers that he has is perfect with Jimmy G. So stop saying we should get Tom Brady. I'd rather take Jimmy G over a 43-year-old quarterback entering a new scheme. I'm going to say this again. Jimmy G is my fucking quarterback. I don't care. I support Jimmy G, and I roll with Jimmy G no matter what. And I'm not going to listen to the media. I'm not going to listen to what everybody says. You have to do your own research. This is again, like I said, the biggest problem within the sports community is that everyone wants to look at what the major media says. You keep saying Shanahan lost 28-3. We know that. All right. He was the offensive coordinator. And while you mentioned that, why does no one bring up the fact that the defense also lost in the game? Why does everyone want to blame Jimmy G for the lost Super Bowl when Richard Sherman said himself the defense should have stopped Patrick Mahomes at that case? It's not all on Jimmy. It was on the whole team. So I don't know why people always want to blame one person on a whole team loss.
Yep, I agree everything with what you're saying. And yes, please, we're always welcome to all opinions, but please, if you do so, be respectful. And so, I just want to make that clear. And I agree with what you're saying, and I'm with you. I would not have brought in Tom Brady at all. Too old, way too old. This man probably, for all we know, this will be his last year or maybe next year. But his best years are behind him. No way in heck that you bring in Brady when you have a young quarterback who is developing, getting better, took us to the Super Bowl in his first year starting. And like you said, when he was with the Patriots, a lot of people there were very upset when he left the Patriots. And, they wanted Jimmy G to be the next quarterback in New England for many years to come. And so you understood the frustration from them. And for us, we were so happy and thankful we got Jimmy G. And, he comes to a 1-10 team, wins 5 in a row, and gets everyone going. I mean, those wins, we had almost nobody on offense. Kittle, you can say, was probably one big guy we had in 2017.
Thank you, Tyler. No one to put you off.
Jimmy got everyone involved going. And so, he is our quarterback, and he's getting better and developing, and he can become that quarterback that leads us to multiple Super Bowls over this next decade. And I got faith in him to do it. And so, it's just a matter of time. And let's see here. Players love having Jimmy. Yep. You listen to Kittle, and Kittle talk about his confidence out there, and Jimmy being able to fit throws in, tight areas. So, Kittle, you love to see it in this team fighting. Jimmy G, versus the Saints, out-dueled Drew Brees in a shootout back and forth that game. Jimmy delivers. It was an incredible game. And, we saw Jimmy do it on multiple occasions last year. He delivered us to wins in the fourth quarter, game-winning drives. The Rams game last year takes us all the way down the field, and we get that win. And so we saw Jimmy really compete last year, and it has been awesome. And now tonight, what a performance, getting us back on track. And so, yeah, when you're looking at, it's not, to me, it's not even a discussion to bring in a Brady when you have a 29-year-old quarterback who takes you to the Super Bowl and is getting better and fits this system and what we do offensively. Kittle, yep, I agree. We got Jazz Club in the house. Welcome to the show. Always great to see you, my good friend. Kittle is the best player in the NFL. I absolutely agree with that. The man is just insane. Last year breaks the record for receiving yards as a tight end. A couple years ago, he does it. And in the off season, I mean, the workouts are just insane that Kittle's been doing. The man is never content with what success he has accomplished. He's still, he was doubted in college. In college, Kittle, they said he wasn't big enough. They said, he wouldn't be able to make it out there. And you really commend the hard work ethic from Kittle and, everything that he's done and the work he's put in and, seeing it come together. And as a 49er, it has just been so incredible to see. And also doing it in the blocking game, the best run blocker in the NFL. And with our running game, it is huge when you get guys getting those blocks. And then huge check as well. Our fullback, he's able to use him and get some plays. And so really so many creative things that you can do with this offense. And Kyle Shanahan has done such a great job. And you never pinpoint one loss on one person. It is a team sport, especially football, with as many guys out there. So everyone's got to do their part, in the secondary, the guys that you're covering, you got to do your part man to man and, play to your best. And everyone today, such a great job. And let's see. So we got Christopher saying, I'll take Aaron Rodgers to SF once. It's obviously a tough debate, when you're looking at, what quarterback would you rather have between Jimmy G and Aaron Rodgers? But right now, Jimmy G is getting better. And, that conversation is, going to certainly have a lot more weight to it as we see what's going to happen here. I've got complete faith in Jimmy G here. So it's going to be fun right now. We're getting into our toughest stretch of games, and we're going to find out what we're really made of. So, again, I'm going to have to we're going to get to some moderators. I am so sorry, everyone in the chat, having to deal with this. And so please be patient with us here, and, we will take care of this. Please, everyone, be as respectful to everyone as possible. Let's see how is Jimmy G a choker? Yeah, he plays extremely well, put his heart out on the field, gets the job done. Jimmy G is not a choker. We've talked about what he's done he's had multiple fourth quarter game-winning drives. So Verrett doing so great. Was tremendous to see him out there and get that big interception and playing as well as he has these last several games. I appreciate that. And let's see. Also interesting. Dak Prescott. I don't see him coming back to Dallas. That's a great take there. With Prescott, he ends up not signing that long-term deal. And I think you have to, imagine he's probably thinking right now to himself, he wishes he probably should have signed that deal. But my thoughts and prayers to go out to Prescott on, recovery and everything.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying that, with Dak, again, like I said, media and the common opinion, everyone likes to call him trash. But when you look at Dak as a quarterback and, you look at the system that he was in and the receivers that he had, he was actually pretty decent as a quarterback, and he was definitely underrated and very disrespected as a quarterback. As a Niners fan, I respect Dak. All right. And again, I know that there's going to be people coming in the comments with that media mentality saying, oh, Dak sucks, Dak this, Dak that. Dak is still, like I said, Dak isn't the best quarterback in the league, but he's a good quarterback. And I'm praying that Dak recovers because, I especially after the news that came out about Dak fighting depression and Dak fighting this and, his personal life. I support Dak and I respect Dak no matter, even if he's a Seahawk or a Ram or a Cowboy. I don't care who he goes to. I support Dak no matter what. And like I said, I respect Dak without a doubt. Tom Brady or Dak Prescott. I mean, career-wise, obviously Tom Brady. Like I said, Tom Brady with Bill Belichick, obviously that's great. But like I said, Dak isn't a top quarterback in the league, but that doesn't mean he's not good. And that's something that people really need to associate. That being elite doesn't mean you can't be good. Like it's clear cut. Like there's a difference between being elite and good. You can still be a good quarterback, do good things on the field, help your team win games, but you don't have to be elite.
Yep, I agree. And some great takes here. And let's get to some more comments. Christopher Walker says, I'm not a big Jimmy G fan, but I do like him better than Mullins or Bedford right now. And there's going to be people that want to see a bigger sample size out of Jimmy G, and I feel like he's proven enough times that, he is the man here to continue leading us. And when you're looking at the quarterback, Jimmy G is our quarterback. It's not even a discussion with, Bedford and Mullins. They are the backups. And, Bedford did good when he got a chance. And, he's gone ahead on the depth chart of Mullins now. So Bedford is the backup here. And, Jimmy G, he's going to continue to get better here. So we're going to follow throughout this season. It's going to be so much fun as we're now going into the toughest stretch of games. Of course, it started with tonight. So we get off to the 1-0 start in our toughest stretch. And the quarterback controversy is over, and it shouldn't even really have even been a topic a couple weeks ago when Mullins was out there. So, controversy completely over. Jimmy G is our man, and we are getting ready to go on an incredible run right now. This team has still got what it takes to get to the Super Bowl and get that win. And, we got to get healthy at the right time, especially with these big matchups coming up. We're going to need all the reinforcements we can get. And, Tyler Burbeck here. Jimmy G elevates our players and is a big reason why you see the Niners having trust on the field, knowing that, he's throwing to his options and running options. Yep, absolutely agree with this. Jimmy does so great reading the field, and, with his coverages, he stays calm in there and, is able to step in, make those throws. And, also with the running options, we do a great job in getting guys those open lanes with our offensive line. And today, what a job they did. So got to keep it going. And, injuries has been our biggest hurdle that we've had to overcome. And, it's been tough. And, commend us.
I wouldn't fire Lynch, honestly. I wouldn't fire Lynch. Lynch got us Kittle. Lynch got us Ayuk, Debo, Bosa. List goes on. Lynch got us a bunch of good players. And I don't want to fire Lynch. Like I said, Lynch and Shanahan know what they're doing. And that's the problem. All of us, with no offense to you, Jazz, whatsoever, I'm not trying to, call you out in particular. I'm just saying that, a lot of fans, they want to be GMs, they want to talk and stuff like that. But, sometimes you just got to trust the process. You just have to trust the process. All right? We still have years. I could, and I'm going to throw this out there. I could be wrong about Jimmy G. I could be wrong about Lynch. I could be wrong about Kyle Shanahan. But judging what I've seen in the past 3 years, I believe in Lynch, I believe in Shanahan, and I believe in Jimmy. Because last year, the entire NFL, the entire Niners fan base, we were praising Lynch. We were praising Shanahan. Oh, we're NFC champions. We're this, we're that, And where's that mentality gone after injuries? Now, obviously, injuries has been killing our team hardcore, as you said. We said with D Ford, with players like that. Some players just can't get in. Can't stop getting injured. But like I said, Lynch has gotten us a lot of players. So I that's why I personally wouldn't fire Lynch, because I just think that overall he's done good for us. He's done more good than harm. And yeah.
Yep, I absolutely agree with you, and yeah, too, yeah, Jazz Club, yeah, again, always respectful to all opinions, and always love it when you guys share your opinions, and yeah, I think, yeah, in all fair respect, I think in my opinion, let's see, Shanny is the genius schemer, but weak clock and field manager. Yeah, I think you're on to something there about the clock management, but yeah, for the most part. Yeah, Shanahan is a genius and he's done so well. And yeah, John Lynch, I feel like he has done more good than bad. So, you don't look at the bad picks he's made, you look at the great picks he's done, and he's done very well. And with our draft picks, I mean, I was very happy with how we did in this draft to get Kinlaw, and we got Brandon Ayuk at the end of the first round. And, we got some guys in the later rounds as well. So, yeah, in the 3 years since Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch have taken over, they have done such an amazing job turning around this franchise. And, they've done it a lot quicker than what most people might have thought. When York, he gives them a 6-year contracts for both of them to start out, and now they've both got extensions. So it's even amazing now that we're going to have them here for, 10 plus years together. And they are such an incredible duo and keeping it going. And let's see, get to some more.
Yeah,
With the C day. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we traded Buckner, and when you're looking at our needs, getting Kinlaw at 13, and Kinlaw's gotten off to a really great start. And because you get Ayuk, I feel like that was the way to go. Because but yeah, that's my opinion. So appreciate you, Jazz Club, as always. And we got Matthew Navarro. Warner is really good. Even better. Yeah, yep, absolutely. Warner is just barely breaking out. He's been doing very well these last several years, and I love watching him out there. He is a leader on that defense, linebacker. And Trent Williams, that is the thing, I will agree, though, that trade, again, on paper, when we first did it, really looked like, it was going to be a great trade for us. And yeah, I mean, Williams has struggled this year. So, definitely has got to get it going and, has got to stay healthy. So, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we can turn it around. Going through these takes. Can
I answer some of these things regarding Lynch?
Yeah.
Like I said, Lynch has done more good for us than more harm, and it's clear and cut. They're building something in San Francisco, and it's clear what we saw last year. Young team that was mainly inexperienced, had some flaws, made it to the Super Bowl, and it was all accredited to Shanahan and Lynch. Obviously, I agree with you on the take that Shanahan isn't that good with play call. Definitely that's something that I agree with in a sense with you, Jazz, about that whole play calling. I agree Shanahan's kind of weak with that. That's one of his weaknesses. But offensively, this dude, every single person says that he's an analyst. Like, he's a mastermind on the whiteboards, on the drawing boards. He knows what he's making. And this offense, there's a reason why he drafted Ayuk instead of CD and Judy. I'm not saying that Judy and CD were bad. By hell, I'm not. But when you look at what John Lynch's formula was replacing a defensive lineman with a defensive lineman, that would keep the core of our team that got us the Super Bowl somewhat intact. Replacing. Obviously, I'm not saying Kinlaw was the perfect. Equally as good as that one Buckner. But what I'm saying is that replacing a first line, just a good defensive lineman with a great defensive lineman is not a bad idea. Keeping the core of the defense intact is good, and we ended up getting Ayuk, who was perfect. The wingspan and everything, his highlights and everything. It shows that Shanahan and Lynch knew what they were doing, and that's why I trust them, and that's why I think that draft was really good. And you notice it, like they made the right decisions, they pulled the right triggers. and that's just why I'm pro Shanahan Lynch. And as for Jimmy, I at one point too, I was a Jimmy doubter myself. I thought, what are we doing with Jimmy? Why can't we just go get someone better quarterback? But when you just look at how the system is run and everything, Jimmy is what's best for this system. And despite what the media is going to say about him, he is what the system is designed for, and he's going to thrive under this system. People just have to wait and listen and just wait and watch. And yeah, that's basically all what I'm gonna. Yeah, that's basically all I'm gonna say about Shanahan, Lynch, and Jimmy. I'm still pro Shanahan, Lynch, and Jimmy, and yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you definitely, and yeah, to talk about the Mike McGlinchey pick. Yeah, McGlinchey this year has struggled, and but he really came on strong when we drafted him. So yeah, on that take, I do agree that right now it's kind of looking like McGlinchey. Yeah, he's got to get it going here, and I mentioned Jazz Club as well about Quan Alexander and D Ford. So yeah, I agree. Those, those moves by Lynch, obviously, with Ford having not been able to stay healthy as much, and Quan Alexander, those guys have really had a hard time to stay on the field. So yeah, those moves, yeah, questionable definitely, but yeah, overall, when you're looking at the grand scheme of things, everything that Lynch has done, and with Shanahan, they've done more good than bad, and putting us in a position to have, the team we have. Yeah, most teams when they get to the Super Bowl, they they fall apart and they're not built to win for the long term. Our team and how Shanahan and Lynch, they have tried to build this team brick by brick. That is what they have done coming in before the 2017 season. So yeah, really appreciate that, Jazz Club. Always love to get your takes on it. And yeah, to talk about a little bit about Jed York. I'll be honest, before this whole John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan era, yeah, I did not like Jed York a lot. I didn't think he was fit to be the owner. I think he had made a lot of bonehead moves over the years, whether it was coaches he brought in. I mean, Chip Kelly, what in the world were we doing that year? I mean, even Richard Sherman, when at that point he was with Seattle, he even said he had no idea what the 2015 Niners were doing out there. I mean, that season, yeah, we scratched that out the window. And, Mike Singletary, obviously, so York, he has gone through some really bad decisions over the years. But he comes in here, and I think he is genius when he hires Lynch and Shanahan. I feel like out of all the guys he could have went out and get, I was super happy when he made those moves. And, to this point now, I feel like it's worked out really well for us. Getting a Super Bowl appearance in their third year together. They were given 6-year contracts because, York wanted to give them enough time to put it together. And so, yeah, I think York has really turned it around. But, yeah, prior to that, I feel like he wasn't doing a really good job. And yeah, so, yep. And I see talking about DK Metcalf. Yeah, Metcalf, he's been one of the most spectacular players in the NFL, coming on strong with the Seahawks. It's not, or is it? I'm telling. Oh, okay, it's telling you what the numbers say. Oh, okay, I appreciate that. Yeah, that's what we're here to do. Oh, go on. Sorry, Mike.
No, it's all good. I agree that Jed York was a bad owner at first. All right, I think that Jed York hate should be left in 2016 because moving on, Jed York made good decisions that caused this team to go to the Super Bowl. And I will say this again and again. If I go back, look, I understand that we lost Harbaugh. I loved Harbaugh as a coach. He was great as a coach, and that was one of Jed York's dumbest and biggest mistakes. He made it out of ego. He made it out of whatever. But Jed York's first years as an owner was obviously horrible. He was a bad owner. You know that for sure. But within 2017, he picked it up. All right, he changed his ways, and he went for the he changed his ways and he went for the better. He signed Shanahan and Lynch. I don't know why people still hate Shanahan and Lynch, and I see it all the time on Facebook, on Twitter, everywhere. I don't know why people hate on him. And like I said, the Super Bowl is this exact definition. I don't know how you can hate on a GM/head HC duo that got a team that was 2-14, 4-12 the season prior to the Super Bowl. No one even, bro. I was in threads where people were saying we were going 8-8. Now you're gonna tell me that a team that made it to the Super Bowl, and if they're going 4-12, that's a bad. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I agree, and yeah, appreciate that the honesty on both sides, and yeah, that's what we're here to do. We're here to break down the tough takes, so we really appreciate the insight everyone bringing in, and yeah, we always got to be realistic, looking at it from both sides, and so yeah, breaking down all the moves, the many moves. Yeah, in my opinion, I'm really happy with the job Shanahan and Lynch have done, and yeah, there's been some moves, yeah, that hasn't worked out, but for the most part, they have done such a great job. And yeah, I think I saw a take about Harbaugh, and yeah, I agree. I think that Harbaugh was such a great coach, and Jed York really did him dirty. I don't even get how Harbaugh didn't come back for a fifth season after everything he had done for us, and that whole thing. It was just an unfortunate ending at that time. And I think York definitely learned a lot from his mistakes that he made in that process. York screwed up a good thing going with Harbaugh. Yep, he had to have the bigger ego, and everyone started to leave and retire after Harbaugh left. I know you're right. Now looking back on it, everything crumbled really so fast, and I think you definitely might be onto something there. Ego could have been something with York, and why I don't get why you don't bring Harbaugh back and try to change up things he did at that time. And yeah, you saw we go 2-14 with Chip Kelly. Or first we had Brown and Jim Tom Sula. See, when I said earlier, yeah,
Chip Kelly.
That was just it went 5-11, and that was that first year after Harbaugh left, and yeah, just those 2 years, and then bringing Chip Kelly. So yeah, we the faithful have been through it over the years, and not only that, but the tough losses that we've endured this franchise, and yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate, love talking and getting all the takes here. So really awesome. Yeah, Harbaugh, I was a huge fan of him, and it was just tough how things ended, and I really thought we were going to get a Super Bowl with him there, and it was tough to go. So yep, really appreciate it. So yeah, we're going to be winding down the show here, and so again, thank you so much, everyone, for your support and checking in and letting us know your thoughts and perspectives. And yeah, so before we wind down the show, again, thank you so much, Rally Time Sports, coming on to the channel to share your.
I love talking football with you, especially.
Really appreciate it. Let's see. Love to. Let's see. I love to. Yep. If we all agree, yep, you're right. We would just be zombies if we just sat here and was disagreeing with everything. So yeah, for me, look, Jimmy G, he's my man, and I'm confident he's going to continue to get better, and he can lead us to the promised land again this year. And yeah, love the position we're in right now. Getting this win tonight, absolutely huge. In the secondary playing as well as they did. Offensive line stepping up. Jimmy G, what a game. Thank you so much, everyone, for the support. And let's see. Thank you, guys. Great fans. Appreciate it. Yep, Rally Time Sports. Yep, thank you. And as much as I love Harbaugh, Shanahan, yep, I think, yeah, in my mind, as much as I love Harbaugh, I really love Shanahan a lot. So, really tough there going between those two coaches. Matthew says, love your takes. Yep. We will see you guys next week. And what a game. We're going up against the Patriots. Yep, I'm glad we got Jimmy G. So we are super pumped for this win. Niners get the win. And yeah, without further ado, before we end the show, you got any last thoughts, Rally Time Sports?
Yeah. As I was saying, so with the whole Harbaugh thing, I think that it's best. We could talk about Harbaugh all we want, but that's in the past. We left that back in 2016. We left that back in 2014, 2015, 2016. That's when we left it back on. We have Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch right now. And it doesn't take anybody to realize that he is one of, Shanahan and Lynch. Shanahan, I don't know how it goes, but Shanahan and Lynch are an amazing duo. All right. And we saw it with the Super Bowl play. And you guys can go ahead and say that, oh, they're bad, they're this and that, and whatever. And Jed York's ego is what's running down the franchise. As we saw, last year, reading about the Niners just on Twitter and stuff made it feel like as if we were actual family with the Niners, as in this, like as actual team was family to us, learning everything about them, great chemistry, great things going on in the entire franchise. And so you have to give Jed York credit for building this team together and bringing, getting Shanahan and Lynch and building this team together. Obviously, everyone's going to make mistakes. Everyone's going to do that stuff. It's fine. I know one of the biggest criticisms Lynch gets is that he should have drafted Patrick Mahomes, but instead he drafted Solomon Thomas. And I personally sometimes agree with that too. But you know what? He drafted Solomon Thomas for the D-line, and that's what happened. We just got to move on from that, And it's not like we haven't made biggest mistakes, even with, what was it, Eddie.
Alex Smith and Rodgers back in 05.
Aaron Rodgers and, what was his name? Aaron Rodgers for Alex Smith, exactly. Alex Smith is a great quarterback and all, but Aaron Rodgers was clearly a better quarterback. But like I said, we got to, we just got to move on from the past. I love Harbaugh, great head coach. I love Harbaugh. It's just we kind of got to move on from that, and we got to move into what we have currently, which is Shanahan and Lynch. And we have to. I mean, I'm not really optimistic when it comes to sports by any means. I mean, I'm an Angels fan, and you know how that goes. But with the Niners, I'm relatively optimistic, and there's a reason why, because this team actually has something special cooking, and you guys have to trust it. Now, as for this game, I'll just recap what I said. Great job on Jimmy G, great job on the O-line, and great job on the secondary. All of those three, they're absolutely amazing. If I'm going to have a player of the game, it would probably be either Jason Verrett or Jimmy G. Jimmy G for, stepping up, getting those tutties, getting those yards. I don't have the exact stats, but it was around 382 yards, 3 tutties this game. And Jason Verrett.
Yeah, 268 yards.
What was it?
268 yards tonight. Mm-hmm.
268 yards. Okay, yeah, I skipped. I slipped some of the words, but yeah, like I said, Jimmy G for having 268 yards, absolutely amazing. And 3 touchdowns, as well as what was that other dude? Jason Verrett. Names are slipping.
Yep.
It's late. Jason Verrett, for being on lockdown, getting those game interceptions, and I'm going to I'm just gonna wait. Hold on, let me see like that.
So yeah, you're right. Oh, go.
So, and like I said with Jimmy G, I'm gonna say this again. Not signing Tom Brady was a good thing, because Tom Brady is old, Jimmy G is young, Jimmy G is developing, Tom Brady is at the end of his career. Would you rather would you rather gamble with a player who's old, leaving a system who is leaving a system that was amazing coming into our system? Not saying our system is bad by any means. We still have a top system in the league, in my opinion. Not top 1, but maybe top 10, top 5. But Tom Brady, you saw he went to the Buccaneers and he's not doing good. So would you rather have that with limited time? Would you rather have a QB that's already somewhat adjusted to your system, that that has I don't know exactly how to say it, but has adjusted to, already is a part of your system, as I should say, younger and more developing, with a system that's completely surrounded by him? I would obviously no-brainer go with Jimmy G. How many wins will we get with Brady? 16 or 15? What the hell? Do you see the Buccaneers' record right now? To say that Brady's gonna get 6, that is the most delusional take I've seen. I'm sorry. I can't even. That is the very delusional take. 16, 15 wins. You're already seeing that this team was mainly concentrated on our defense. Brady is going to enter a system that he's new to, that's not designed for him. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm with you. That controversy is not even something to be discussed between Jimmy G and Tom Brady. It's just. I saw something. Jeff Garcia, Jimmy G has the way he's been playing. does remind you a lot of young Jeff Garcia getting better, and the accuracy can improve more. So yeah, Jimmy's developing in front of our eyes, and he's had some tremendous games, and he is a leader. He is the leader of this team, and when he's out there on the field, everyone is playing up to their best, and it's always tremendous to see out there. So yeah, Jimmy, 24-8 as a starting quarterback, tremendous. It's been so incredible, and we are the Bucks. Just to say on that, look, Tom Brady would not have been the answer to put him on this.
I would have loved. Oh, sorry to cut you off, man. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, so that's just what I think. And look, you're looking at the grand scheme of things. Whether, I mean, look, if you bring in Brady and he wins the Super Bowl, that's all you're gonna have. You're just gonna have one. We have Jimmy G. He can lead us to multiple Super Bowls here over the next several years. And we're talking about when we got Solomon Thomas, and yeah, you're right. All the things, that happened in the past, we got to move on from that. We got to focus on the now and what we have with Jimmy G and with our situation here this year. And yeah, I love the position that we're in. We're getting into this tough stretch of games, and, we're getting into a rhythm. And today, tremendous, outstanding performance from the offensive line, secondary, and the offense. Big players, Kittle, Deebo Samuel, and Kendrick Bourne stepping up today. So it was tremendous to see. Yeah, we are big time Jimmy G supporters. And so, yeah, we're going to be winding down the show. And so, again,
I looked up actually the Buccaneer stats right now because I actually got curious. Tom Brady with the Bucks only beat the Chargers, the Panthers, and the Packers. Okay, the Packers are a good team, but the Chargers and Panthers, I mean, sure, Justin Herbert is good, but I think wasn't Tyrod Taylor starting that game? So, like, I'm just saying that, like I said, Tom Brady isn't as big as what people, says he is, especially now. I'm not saying that Tom Brady is definitely one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best quarterback to ever play the game. But right now, he isn't better than Patrick Mahomes. He isn't better than Lamar Jackson. He isn't better than Russell Wilson. He isn't better than a lot of quarterbacks playing in the league right now. So, Tom Brady doesn't just come into a team. I would love to have Tom Brady, but realistically speaking, it's not as smart as sticking with Jimmy G. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I agree totally. You're right. Because when you're looking at Brady, yeah, he is one of the greatest players of all time, at the quarterback position. But when you're talking about right now, the man is aging. He is 42. And, I know that he does muscle pliability and he does all kind of, workouts to keep his body in the shape that it's in. But, he is declining quarterback. We all know as you get older, you're not quite as sharp. And yeah, bringing him, it wouldn't have made sense to bring him into a new system here. When we have a young developing quarterback, and I got tremendous faith in Jimmy G. Yep, he is the man, and he has gotten it done when we needed him to. Jimmy G supporter Tyler Burbeck says here, yep, he gets the job done. And that is what we need. Oh, go on, sir.
I didn't mean to cut you off, man.
Oh, no, I was good. I was just finishing up there. Yeah.
I'm just saying that, the little sample size that we've had on Jimmy as a starter, it clearly proves that he is a franchise quarterback and he is going to be with us. And listening to the mainstream media and listening to whatever, there's no further analysis, there's no explanation. When you just hear something like, oh, the ball runs for him, he doesn't do anything. When you actually listen to people that know football and know what they're talking about, they all say that Jimmy G is a quarterback that has stuff with him. And I mean, I don't know how long he's going to be with us. And I don't know. So I don't want to keep talking about Jimmy G. I honestly don't think that this should be a debate. If you honestly know what football is, you would know that Jimmy G is, that Jimmy G is a good quarterback. Is he a top 10 quarterback? Maybe. Is he a top 5 quarterback? I'm pretty sure there's 5 quarterbacks better than him, without a doubt. But like I said, you don't have to have one in a sense. You don't have to have the best quarterback to win the Super Bowl. like I said, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would have said Kaepernick was better than Flacco, but Flacco beat Kaepernick in the Super Bowl. That's just one example. Foles beat Brady in the Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
football isn't about one person.
Yep, I agree totally. And you're right. When you look at those matchups, that gives you that example. And, Flacco, he got so much hype. I mean, well, gets that Super Bowl. And you're right. Kaepernick, and when you're seeing that matchup, Kaepernick, spectacular quarterback and, so explosive what he can do with his talent. And I agree with Tyler here. Jimmy, I do believe he is a top 10 QB. I think, it's still kind of early to say that Jimmy's the top 5, but look, he can become a top 5. And so, if Jimmy keeps it going here, and this year we're going to find out how the rest of this season's going to go, and he can start leading us, and we're, get multiple Super Bowls, then, Jimmy's going to be in that discussion and start moving up the ladder. Absolutely. And let's see, we got Aubrey Porter in the house. Yep. Go 49ers Nation. Welcome to the show. Kendrick Choi in the house saying Jimmy. Yep. Love to see it. We are winning the Super Bowl this year. Yep. That is absolutely right, Aubrey. Tremendous take here. Yep. And we are winding down the show. So if any of you just checked in, be sure to watch, check it out from the beginning. So thank you again so much, everyone, for the support. It was a lot of fun checking in with all of you. And thank you so much, Rally Time Sports, coming on to the post game.
Thank you for having me, man. I really enjoyed talking Niner football. I really enjoyed coming here. I always enjoy coming to your show, man.
Thank you so much, and really appreciate you. And I see Kendrick Choi. You look good. Dolphins, I mean, they get that win, and their young team developing. And so, we are winding down the show. And so, guys, be sure to check out Rally Time Sports. Check out his channel. Give him a subscription, and check out his videos. He's doing Niner coverage, post-game shows. So definitely check it out.
I'll do my post-game, I think, tomorrow or something like. I won't be doing mine tonight. I'll be doing mine tomorrow, hopefully. And so, Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate talking Niner football with you. And, probably one of my coolest friends on YouTube. Thank you so much for having me.
Always. It is my pleasure, Rally Time Sport. And so that being said, you guys, we're going to end the show. Again, hit that thumbs up if you haven't done so. Thank you so much, everyone, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a fantastic night, everyone, and let's go, Niners! We got that win, and let's go! Woo! Niners win. We are moving on to the Patriots next week. It is going to be a fun one. Take care.